Hi, I am Kodifalda. Welcome to yet another biology class. Today we will discuss about the conservation of plants and animals of standard 8. We know that about the natural resources. Any substance or the things which are quite important and usable for the human beings that known as a natural resources. Now, if we use these natural resources in a controlled manner, that known as a conservation. Now we have to conserve the plants. Plants means the non-locomoting organism of the universe. Non-locomoting means the organism are not able to change their place. And the another one is the animals. Animals means the organism which are able to perform the locomotion. They are the animals. Now we have to conserve the plants and the animals. Before discussing this topic, we have to know about the biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Bio means life and diversity means variety. Variety or variation. Variety or variation. Now, we know that about the life. Life is a state or condition where can we observe the following characteristics. The first one is the growth, change in size or shape. Second one is the maturation, the time from where the organism are able to produce the reproduce. The third one is respiration. The process by which food is oxidized and discharging the energy. Locomotion, changing place, movement, fixed in a one place but change in body position. These are the characteristics of living organism. Now, variety means the difference between the two organisms on the basis of their morphological features or external features. Whereas the variation means the difference between two identical twins. So these two words detects the difference and the life. So difference of life, the variety of life or the variation of life. Now, if we judge the plant's life and the animal's life, both are maintaining the features of life. May some minor difference may present. The animals are able to perform the locomotion. They are the consumers, not able to produce their food. Whereas the plant are the non-locomoting organism and able to produce their own food. They are the producer. So there are the minor difference present between the plant's life and the animal's life. But both are maintaining the features of life. So what is suggested here by the using of life? This word life suggesting here the species one. Species. What is species? Species means the interbreeding living organism or the organism which are able to perform the reproduction each other. They are termed as a species. So what is the biodiversity according to the species? Different types of species present in a particular region that known as a biodiversity. Clear? Now next, why the biodiversity is so important for us? Importance of biodiversity. Importance of biodiversity. The first one, biodiversity is important to maintain the natural balance. The second one, biodiversity is important to maintain the ecological balance. What do you mean by the ecological balance? Eco means habitat, logi means knowledge. So there is a balancing equation present within the each habitat. If we judge on the basis of the food, so producer produce their food and defined level of consumers are eating this food in a particular manner that known as a food chain. So this is a type of ecological balance. So biodiversity is important to maintain the ecological balance. And we know that every living organism are interlinked up with each other. To maintain this relationship, biodiversity is so important. And the fourth one, biodiversity is important for the next generation. We are observing the different types of animals, wildlife animals like the tiger, lion, even the different types of plant. If we destroy them, our future generation will miss them or not able to see them. So that's why the biodiversity are important one. Along with that, biodiversity act as a source of the food. Biodiversity, from the biodiversity they can produce the different types of medicine. All of the importance of biodiversity. Now let's go back to the almost 1,000 years of ago. Before the 1,000 of years, there are the huge deep forest present, and forest is the natural habitat for the wildlife animals. The animals present within the forest, they are known as the wildlife animals. And the human population are quite low. Suddenly, once upon a time, the human population are quite low, and they are thinking about to survive or adapt this situation. Suddenly they think that we have to increase our number to survive this situation, and by performing the reproduction, huge amount of random reproduction, they are increasing their number, because they know that the strength of a wildlife animals are quite more as compared to the human beings. They are much more stronger. So we have to survive by using the reproduction, human increasing their number. And this particular huge number of human beings forms the colony or the group which help to survive this situation. But due to the increase of the human population, another problem are created. Due to the increase of the human population, human needs the large amount of lands. And there is a theory, the amount of land and the water in the earth is quite constant. Suddenly the humans are trying to find the solution, and they find the solution, that is the deforestation. Cutting down of forest in a large amount, a large scale, that known as a deforestation. Behind the deforestation there may be different reasons. Some of the natural events like the earthquake or the volcanic eruption can cause the deforestation. And maximum occasion the human activity causes the deforestation, that known as the artificial region of deforestation or the man-made region of deforestation. Why the human beings are causing the deforestation or deforest the land? The first one, for creating the houses or the buildings. Due to the increase of the human population, we are required the huge number of new building of the house. But we have the constant amount of land and the water in the planet. So what are the easiest source? Just deforest the land and use that land for the formation of building of the houses, for the formation of the industry. Deforest the land and establish the new type of industry or the creating the factories. These are the reasons, that's why the human are deforest the land. But after deforesting, there is a problem. The instant problem is, the instant effect of deforestation is, the wildlife animals lost their own habitat. They lost their own habitat. So they are not the secure, because they lost their habitat. And due to the loss of their habitat, they stop the reproduction power and decrease the number. But the long-term effect, deforestation can cause the soil erosion. sunlight will fall directly on the earth's surface, and it may help to soil erosion. Deforestation reduces the rainfall, but how? Less deforestation, after the deforestation, less number of tree will present, less tree will perform the less transpiration. Now less transpiration means the less water vapor will be discharged, that will form the less cloud, as a result that will reduce the rainfall. Deforestation increase the atmospheric temperature. Deforestation increase the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Deforestation also can causes the new desert, that known as a desertification. These are the effect. After judging this effect, human thinks that, after showing the natural phenomena or natural disaster, human feels that we are in danger. Suddenly there is a theory that every living organism are interlinked up with each other. In the 17th century, when the British army entered into the Philippine island, then there was a brave bird that known as a dodo bird. They easily caught the dodo bird and ate them. But there is a plant which can produce the hardest shell or the stone-like of fruit, stony fruit, which having the hard covering. Only the long beak of the dodo bird can break the strong coat of the seed and helps in the germination. And due to the destroy of the dodo bird's population, this plant are stopping their germinating power or lost the germinating power. And suddenly within few years or within the 100 years or the 200 years, this plant are destroying their own species or disappear from the planet. By judging this, the natural disaster as a effect of deforestation and the theory, humans are worried about the climate and their future. Suddenly, they are creating a new invention. What is the invention? Let's forget what happened with us in the past. Let's start from the beginning. And to do that, they are inventing a project that known as a conservation. The main motto of the conservation, we have to protect the remaining species of the plant and the animals, taking care of the plants and animals and try to increase their number. Now the conservation of the plants are done by the two ways. One is the reforestation. What is the deforestation? Reforestation means planting trees on the deforested land. Repeat again plantation on the deforested land, that known as a reforestation. And another way of conservation of plant is the afforestation. What is afforestation? Afforestation means planting the trees on a vacant land or barren land, that known as a afforestation. So by using of reforestation and afforestation, we can conserve the plants. Now after this reforestation and the afforestation, the human are taking the cares of the new plants and the new plants or the planting trees. First one, the grazing should be stopped. They are taking the care from the natural forest fire. They are using the insecticide to kill the insect and pesticide to kill the pest. Even sometimes you observe, after the planting trees, you are creating the barricade around the plants. These are all the careless to conserve the plants. And in case of the animals, we are creating the protected forest. What is the protected forest? The area where the animals can move freely. These are the main concept of this chapter, tomorrow we will discuss about the conservation of animals. That's enough for the today. If you have any problem, you can mention it in the comment section. Okay.